I am a monstrous, hybrid human, a purveyor of dirt and disease, a danger around your family, and a threat to your class position. I am an intimate stranger with the potential to derail and destroy your home from the inside. I revolt and rebel against my masters and often lead a hidden double life. I am the 19th century French maidservant, a figure who is formed from the paranoia of my society and who exposes a brand new way of reading the 19th century novel. I emerge at the heart of a new 19th century literary genre that I define as the rebellious servant novel. 19th century rebellious maidservant novels have a closer impact on the 21st century than you may realise. Reimagined in modern novels and films, we become killer nannies, suspicious cleaners, and cunning concierge who plot against the 21st century employer. You may think of the best-selling films and books, Parasite, Knives Out, The Handmaid's Tale, and Lullaby, which focus on the dangers of strangers employed in the home. My research identifies and defines the rebellious maidservant novel as a 19th century French genre that remains active in 21st century narratives such as these. By comparing and contrasting the representations of previous master and servant relationships with the modern day employer and employee contract, my project demonstrates that there are similar anxieties around the strangers who are employed to take care of our children and clean. By analysing key 19th century documents, like newspapers, household cleaning manuals, and medical reports, I have shown that rebellious servant novels are an example of a thread in this interconnected web of texts that exacerbated the fears that surrounded the maidservant in the 19th century social imagination. This entire social construct is what causes us to jump to the conclusion that it was the maid who did it in a murder mystery scenario. Today, cleaners are still commonly accused if something goes missing from hotel rooms or office spaces. All of these women are still invisible in the day-to-day running of our busy lives. Female immigrants now take on these low-skill jobs and are pushed to the peripheries of the home as well as our society, like their maidservant counterparts. And yet, they're entrusted with the care of our children and the running of our homes. We must ask ourselves, what can we learn about our own employer-employee relationships through looking back at the 19th century maidservant dynamic in French literature? By showing that our stereotypes surrounding the workers in our homes still feed into this long history of societal fears, my research calls for a change in the way that we treat and think about our modern maidservants. Isn't it about time that we cleaned up our attitudes?